హాయ్ గాయ్స్, నా పేరు వివేక్. మీరు చూస్తున్నారు రీడింగ్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్స్. ఈ వీడియోలో మనం తెలుసుకుందాం అబాకస్ అంటే ఏంటి, అబాకస్ వల్ల మీ కిడ్స్కి ఎలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది, యాక్చువల్గా అబాకస్ వల్ల ప్రెషర్ ఏమన్నా ఉంటుందా మీ కిడ్స్కి, అండ్ అబాకస్ మీరు పెట్టాలనుకుంటే ఏమేం రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ కావాలి, ఎంత ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయాలి, అండ్ యాక్చువల్గా ఒక మన అబాకస్ ఓనర్ తోటి అసలు వాళ్ళ సజెషన్స్ ఏంటి, మీరు అబాకస్ పెట్టాలంటే వాళ్ళ సజెషన్స్ అన్నీ తెలుసుకుందాం. దానికోసం పద్మారావు నగర్ అబాకస్ ఓనర్ అయిన అనురాధని కలిసి మనం మాట్లాడదాం. ఓకే, లెట్స్ గెట్ ఇన్ టు ది డిస్కషన్. హాయ్ అనోక.
హాయ్.
ఓకే, నేను మొన్న ఒక ఇన్సిడెంట్ చెప్తా చూడు. ఏమైందంటే, ఓ ఆఫీస్ లిఫ్ట్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు, నేను నా కొలీగ్ ఉన్నప్పుడు వాడు అన్నాడు అనమాట, ఈసారి పాడ్కాస్ట్ ఎవరిని చేస్తున్నావురా అని. సో నేను చెప్పాను, అబాకస్ వాళ్ళని చేస్తున్నాను అని చెప్పాను. అబాకస్ ఓనర్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఇట్లా కిడ్స్ ఇట్లా 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 అంటుంటారు, అదే నా అబాకస్ అని అన్నారు. సో అలాంటి పర్సెప్షన్ ఉంది ఇప్పుడు దాకా అందరికీ అసలు అబాకస్ మీద. సో అసలుకి నీకు 5 to 6 years ఆఫ్ బిజినెస్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంది కదా అబాకస్లో. అసలుకి అబాకస్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఈ మోడర్న్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్లో ఎలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది?
ఓకే. బేసికలీ అబాకస్ నువ్వు చెప్పినట్టు ఇట్ ఇస్ అ టూల్. ఓకే. We
ఓకే.
call this as the abacus tool. So your friends or anybody who has asked you would have referred this. Like children move their beads and all. So through
ఓకే.
this tool, children are going to learn through the sliding on these rods and all, these colorful things, they're going to learn how to do calculations.
ఓకే.
Okay. Calculations like addition, subtractions, multiplications, divisions, bottom-up equations, profit and loss. Then you have different kind of multiplications like 1D into 1D, and 2 into 4. Abacus lo enta fast ga నేర్చుకోవచ్చు. 2D into 1D. So basically anybody can do a 1D into 1D, 2 to 9 tables. Everybody knows. They can quickly tell. But when you have a 2D into 1D or a 2D into 2D, like 42 into 64, we would take time. But through Abacus, we will be learning at a very faster pace. Okay.
ఓకే.
So it will be very easy for a child to learn these skills, these problematic skills, that how faster they can do with this a small instrument is what they are going to learn here. So yes, in the modern education, this is very important because in the modern education, everybody knows the answer. But how fast will they be able to do it is what is the concern. So through Abacus is what they are going to learn how fast they can do at the maximum. Within
ఓకే.
the time they can do more number of sums, at a very faster pace is what they're going to learn.
ఓకే, దట్స్
I
నైస్.
hope your question's answer is being,
యా, యా. అండ్
answered.
ఇప్పుడు ఐడియల్ ఏజ్ ఎంత ఉంటుంది ఒక స్టూడెంట్ జాయిన్ అవ్వడానికి అబాకస్లో?
See, we start from class one, that is at an age of 6 years. Okay.
ఓకే.
Till class seven. Okay. That is for about 12 and a half years. Okay.
ఓకే.
So this is the ideal age for a child to learn abacus. Why a class one? Is
ఓకే.
because this is where, what we say, children are at a very younger age. Okay, so their grasping skills are much better than us. Okay, so they will be able to grasp things very better and they will have a better foundation in
ఓకే.
understanding the concepts, a new concept. Their brain will be very good in understanding the new things. They will catch at a very faster pace. So that is why we start from class one or age of 6 years, to start with abacus. That is where, a class one child or an 6 years child will, by the time they will know what is an addition and a subtraction. They know that concept. We
యా.
are here to make them understand how to do with abacus, is what
ఓకే.
we are making them to learn here.
ఇప్పుడు మీ అబాకస్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వాలన్నా కూడా మన స్కూలింగ్ సిస్టమ్ లాగా ఎగ్జామ్ ఏమన్నా ఉంటుందా జాయిన్ అవ్వడానికి?
No, we don't have any kind of an exam because this is a new concept. Okay.
ఓకే.
Obviously, a child will not be able to know, they will not know what is it that they are going to learn here. So we cannot, assess a child upon their, mathematical skills that they've learned in school. This is something different that they are going to learn.
Okay.
Okay, so this is nothing related. We do not judge a child in it. Okay, but what we do, we SIP Abacus, what we do is we conduct a pre-test, which is called as a Sim1 test for the children. So at the time of joining, when they start our program, the child will be having simple additions and subtractions. So we ask the child to do those calculations with their understanding. So, in terms of their understanding, ante, they would have learned a school procedure or a mind counting or a finger counting or a step by step procedure. So, we ask the children to use their methodology to do those calculations, simple additions and subtractions. This test, this 5 minutes, is done in front of a parent for the child.
Okay.
Okay. So we preserve that page. Okay. So
Okay.
after that, children after a span of 1.5 year, okay, when they learn with abacus how to do the calculations, after 1.5 year, we'll again assess the child using our abacus methodology.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then see what is the difference that we are showing in a child. That what they have learned and now what we have learned, what we have taught them new. So are the children have improved in their graph in learning this methodology is what we are going to show you here.
నైస్. ఇప్పుడు ట్రెడిషనల్ స్కూలింగ్ కన్నా మీ ఏం డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంటుంది అబాకస్ మ్యాథ్స్లో?
Pardon?
ఇప్పుడు ట్రెడిషనల్ స్కూలింగ్ మ్యాథ్స్ కన్నా డిఫరెన్స్ ఏముంటుంది అబాకస్ మ్యాథ్స్కి?
Basically, what we say is the traditional method is something, reliant on the textbooks. It's kind of a memorizations that we do. But abacus training is kind of an interactive, which is kinetic method that boosts their focus, their memory skills, as I said, their speed, and in calculating the calculations. This helps them in engaging their confidence levels. Okay, in times of these stressful course, so they will have a better visualization and tactile engagement. They will do the faster mental calculations. They'll learn this abacus through play. So it's just this with instrument, they are going to play and learn the abacus. And which will also enhance their focus and memories. If anything, when they are doing this, obviously their concentration skills, their memory skills, the better, listening skills simultaneously improves. So that is what we, this is different from the traditional methods that we do. It's not a formula based, or it is not a, something kind of, what we say, we are memorizing the formula and doing it.
ఓకే.
It's just with the simple beads, moving the beads simply is what they are learning how to do the calculations.
సో మోర్ దాన్ మ్యాథ్స్ యూ గైస్ ఆర్ ఫోకసింగ్ ఆన్ స్కిల్స్, అదర్ స్కిల్స్ లైక్
Yes.
కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ అయినా
Yes.
వేరేదైనా కూడా
See,
ఫోకస్ చేస్తారు.
initially a child would start with the abacus instrument. So, as you said, when your friend was telling children do moving their hands and all. So,
Yes.
initially they start with this. As they move to the different levels, a step by step that they go, they start visualizing that abacus instrument. And
ఓకే.
then they will do the calculations in their mind using this abacus instrument. So, what happens? The child is visualizing this instrument in their mind, moving their beats in their mind.
Got it.
Okay,
Got it.
so this is how it will enhance, as I said, the visual memory or whatever their focus, their concentration, their retain, recall. These all skills simultaneously also will improve.
నైస్. బట్ ఇప్పుడు స్కూల్కి వెళ్తున్న కిడ్స్కి వాళ్ళు స్కూల్ 9 to 5 తర్వాత మళ్ళీ అబాకస్ క్లాస్ అంటే దీనివల్ల ఏం ప్రెషర్గా ఏం ఫీల్ అవ్వరా వాళ్ళు? అంటే ఇట్లా పేరెంట్స్ ఏమన్నా కన్సర్న్ చేశారా ఇట్లా? ఓకే, దే ఆర్ లెర్నింగ్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ ఫైన్, బట్ ఏమన్నా ప్రెషర్గా ఏమన్నా ఉంటుందా, లేకపోతే మీరు ఇంటరాక్టివ్గా ఎలా చేస్తారు?
Uh, See, yes, nowadays, parents uh, have known the value of abacus also. Okay, now at our times we were not, very familiar with the other activities like, but now parents know like what is abacus, how, is it different from the regular maths and all. So yes, see, basically ours is just a weekly one class. It is not a
Oh,
daily class that would affect the child. Or, that is because children go to many multiple activities. So it's only weekly one class that we give them a child. But yes, what we do is the child has to also practice daily. Okay,
okay.
see, it is anything. It's not only when you learn something one day over here. If you have to remember for the next class, you need to practice everything daily. So we
Oh,
ask the parents, it's a weekly one class, which is at your flexibility, where the child will also learn something. And if a child, every day we ask the child to maximum practice for 15 minutes. That's all.
oh,
Okay. So
okay.
we segregate the homework for the children which will not take more than 15 minutes for the child. So, what happens with this? They will also have the daily practice, which in turn will develop a discipline in a child. Yes, and which in turn will also make a child manage their school homework, their abacus. They will, schedule their things.
Yeah.
And due to practice, obviously, their arithmetical skills would improve and their mental ability will also improve.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So we encourage parents to send their child for weekly one class, which would be for 2 hours 15 minutes, is what we tell. So, yes, parents now, since they have that awareness of abacus, abacus is not only just maths, it's more than that.
Okay.
So yes, when they come down to us, when we explain them about our program, they really see what is the difference because we also show them the demo children over here. Okay,
Yeah.
so they would also want to see their children also, those means. So this comes only through merely practice. So nowadays we don't feel that difficult, to convince a parent for that.
యా యా అండ్ యాక్చువల్గా కిడ్స్ కన్నా కూడా పేరెంట్సే ఎక్కువ ఎక్సైటెడ్గా ఉంటారు జాయిన్ చేయడానికి
Yes.
ఎందుకంటే టు
Yes, nowadays parents like మనం ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏంటంటే we didn't have that much of guidance from our elders. But now parents have that clarity. Like what is the child interested in? So they want to push their children or they want to encourage their children in respective things. So yes, when they want to do a complete academic growth, yes, those who really want a complete academic growth, not only maths, they will think of abacus
యా
because it will really fetch them for their future endeavors.
ఓకే. మరి మీది ఓన్లీ ఇండియాకే లిమిటెడా? లేకపోతే అబ్రాడ్‌లో గూడా ఉంటుందా మీ అబాకస్‌ది? ఇప్పుడు ఎన్ఆర్ఐ స్టూడెంట్స్ వీళ్ళందరూ ఉంటారు కదా! అక్కడ. సో,
I
వాళ్
also have NRI students. For
ఓకే.
the domestic children, basically we take offline classes.
ఓకే.
Okay. For the international children, we take online classes.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
Okay, so yes, we also conduct classes for the international children also. I have children from various countries. I have children from Dubai. I have children from Australia. I have children from US. So
హుహు.
we take accordingly the timings of the different places. So yes, we have international students also in our program. And we also have a branch of SIP Abacus in abroad also.
వావ్! ఓకే. నైస్. అండ్ ఇప్పుడు కొంతమందికి వీక్ డేస్‌లో కుదరవు వాళ్ళకి కుదరకపోవడం వాళ్ళకి వీకెండ్స్‌లో కూడా క్లాసెస్ కండక్ట్ చేసే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉందా?
Yes, my center runs from Monday to Sunday. Okay.
ఓకే. 7 డేస్.
Each batch has its own day. Okay. Basically, this is an after school program. This
ఓకే.
is in the evenings that we conduct.
ఓకే.
Okay. So some of them, few of them start around 5 o'clock. The batches, some of them start around 6 o'clock. So basically, I run from 6 to 8:15. That is the flexibility time that we have for the children. So children come back from their schools maybe around 4:35. They fresh up and they can come back for the classes. So Monday to Saturday, we run in the evenings. Sundays, we run in the mornings. From morning 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock, we run our centers. Few of the centers also run in the till the evenings also. So for us, those who cannot opt for a weekdays, we also give them an option for weekends also, since our center is open throughout 7 days for the week.
నైస్. గుడ్ టు నో. అబాకస్ని డిస్క్రైబ్ చేయడానికి 3 ఎమోజీస్తో వాడాలనుకో, ఏ 3 ఎమోజీస్ వాడతారు?
I would like to say abacus instrument and addition. When
ఓకే.
children learn addition through abacus tool, then
ఓకే.
we can say abacus and subtraction. Children learn subtractions through abacus tool. And then we can say brain and abacus,
ఓకే.
because children represent mental calculations, the ability to perform complex calculations through the visualizing the abacus in their head, that is in their brain. So these are the
ఓకే.
3 emojis that I would like to say: abacus addition, abacus subtraction, and abacus and the brain, which will help you to do the calculations faster.
నైస్. ఇప్పుడు ట్రెడిషనల్ స్కూల్స్‌లో సంథింగ్ న్యూ మీరు డిఫరెంట్‌గా ఏం యూజ్ చేస్తారు? వాళ్ళ టీచింగ్ మెథడ్ కన్నా మీరు డిఫరెంట్‌గా ఏం యూజ్ చేస్తారు మీ అబాకస్‌లో ఇంటరాక్టివ్‌గా ఉండడానికి కిడ్స్‌తో?
See, that is what itself. See, abacus anedi, but it's not a traditional method of teaching the mathematics that we do. See, children are learning with the tool. That is completely different what the school doesn't teach, because school goes through a step-by-step procedure, where in our abacus you directly derive with an answer through the abacus tool. Okay, so this is the one thing that we do, and here we are not only developing their maths calculations, but their arithmetical skills also through the abacus tool, right? So as I said, they will be learning different concepts through that small tool, the beats that they have. Okay, so they will learn to do much faster, where they derive the answer without writing a step-by-step procedure. One after the other, they will directly derive at a very shorter period of the final answer. So it's the
ఓకే.
easiest way of doing the calculations.
ఓకే.
With the abacus is what we tell them. And as I said, yes, visualization. They also visualize this abacus tool. That means what? Other than learning the calculations, they are also developing different skills through the calculations.
అను అక్క, ఇప్పుడు ఇవన్నీ విన్నాక, ఇప్పుడు నేను పెట్టాలనుకో అబాకస్, నాకు బేసిక్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఏం కావాలి? అండ్ ఎంత ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ పెట్టాలి? అంటే ప్లేస్ వాళ్ళే సజెస్ట్ చేస్తారా, లేకపోతే నేను ప్లేస్ చూపియాలా వాళ్ళకి? ఫ్రాంచైజీ తీసుకోవాలంటే ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుంది అసలుకి?
ఫస్ట్ మనం కొంచెం రీసెర్చ్, మన అప్లికేషన్ చేయాలి. ఏం
ఓకే.
అబాకస్ అంటే ఏంటి, దాని తర్వాత వీ హ్యావ్ టు గెట్ ట్రైన్డ్ అండ్ సర్టిఫైడ్, బికాస్ వీ షుడ్ నో అవర్ ప్రోడక్ట్ వెల్. Because if I have to explain any product to the other person, I should know what is my product. That means I should get certified and trained for it, so that it is easy for me to explain to them. పిల్లలు ఇక్కడ ఏం నేర్చుకుంటారు అనేది నాకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడానికి ప్రాక్టికల్గా తెలుస్తుంది.
ఓకే.
Okay. Then, so this both things are very much required. Okay. Yes, the company would also suggest you about the location and all, where it has to be. Basically, anything now, a modern parent wants it to be, a nearby place, which is mainly on the main roads, where it is visible. The visibility of your center, wherever you are setting it up, should be very clear. They would look for a very standardized infrastructure, which is also very much required, because nowadays, as said, parents are looking not only, a kind of an activity, but also where is it, basically it is there, how hygiene it is there, how well it is maintained. So you should have a very good infrastructure and the visibility that you have for your center. Okay, so these are the small things that you would like to have. And then, coming to the initial investment, it would be around 3 to 5 lakhs to set up a center. Okay, including all your, classrooms, your office setup, your branding. So, because branding is also very important. A parent
ఓకే.
comes in, will also look for your, what is it, the setup that you have. Okay.
Okay.
So yes, you have to have your licensing for it. Okay.
Okay.
So and the marketing support will be always there from the company where whenever you require it, for your boosting up for your own center.
ఈ ఈ ట్రైనింగ్కి ఇప్పుడు నేను నా ప్రోడక్ట్ ఇప్పుడు అబాకస్ ప్రోడక్ట్ గురించి తెలుసుకోవాలంటే ఎంత టైం ఫ్రేమ్ పడుతుంది?
See, ours is basically we don't get trained. We have different levels in our program. See, the
ఓకే.
child will not learn at a very shorter period. For us to complete our program, it basically takes 3.5 years.
ఓహ్!
Okay?
ఓకే.
It's a long-term program for the child. This program that I'm talking about, 3.5 years, is specifically for a class 3 to class 7. And then
ఓకే.
when you again come back to the smaller children like class 1 and 2, it is little more.
బట్ ఇఫ్ నేను
Okay.
పెట్టాలి అనుకుంటే నేను పెట్టాలంటే ఫస్ట్ నా ప్రోడక్ట్ గురించి తెలియాలి కదా! దానికి
So
ట్రైనింగ్.
I get trained level wise.
ఓహ్!
Okay.
ఓకే.
Initially, it will not possible for me to learn at a time. Okay, because children who learn for 3.5 years, I cannot just sit and learn for one month and I can deliver it.
యాహ్!
So it's a level by level. I learn it. I learn one level, the
ఓకే.
basic. Then maybe after a span of 2 months, 3 months, I learn one more level.
ఓకే.
And then, so it's a step-by-step procedure that aligns so that I will be able to understand all the concepts and I'll be able to know in detail about the program.
ఓకే.
Okay. So learning initially the foundation levels, you'll have already the foundation in hand with you. So the basic concepts and all you can very clearly tell to a parent or to a child. And then if
ఓకే.
you want to advance it, you have to learn step by step, one after the other. So you
ఓకే.
get trained for each level. You have to also do a kind of a, they assess you in terms of your demo, in terms of written skills. You will also have to write your exams and all. Then you get certified and then you're eligible to go ahead with a child and then take a class.
ఓ, సో నేను ఇప్పుడు ఫ్రాంచైజీ పెడుతున్నంటే ఇట్లా పెట్టలేనమాట
And then
మొత్తం
this is an
ట్రైనింగ్.
added advantage. You can always hire a teacher. A teacher can go and get trained on your behalf from the company.
ఓ,
I don't train, my company trains it. I am
ఓకే.
not eligible for a training for my teacher. My company will train my teacher.
ఓకే.
They will certify and then he or she is eligible to take classes here. But what I tell is, before your teacher does it, you should also know
యా.
because this is your business. You should know what is your product because a parent will come first to you to know about the program. You
ఓకే.
can just give a overall briefing that this is my international company, this is how many years I've been set up, this in general. But if you know the product knowledge, it is much more better for you. You will make your understand the parent in depth of what is that they are actually going to learn. So it is
ఓకే.
always better. You also learn what are your the different levels that you have. Maybe not at a time, but yes, step by step is what.
ఓకే. ఎన్ని కిలోమీటర్స్ డిఫరెన్స్లో ఉండాలి అక్క ఒక్క అబాకస్కి
Basically,
ఇంకొక
our
అబాకస్?
center is for about 4 kilometers radius. So
ఓకే.
every 4 kilometers we have a center.
ఓకే.
So
ఓకే.
we focus of our 4 kilometers where because basically parents should be flexible enough to drop and pick.
యా. యా.
Because we are mainly focused on our offline classes.
యా. యా.
So we have our licensees have every 4 kilometers radius, we have a center.
ఓకే.
So that every area has its own accessibility. That's
ఇప్పుడు
it.
మీరు ఇప్పుడు నేను పెడుతున్నాను అనుకోండి కొత్తగా అబాకస్, మీరు ఏం సజెస్ట్ చేస్తారు కొత్తగా బిజినెస్లో అబాకస్ బిజినెస్లో వచ్చే వాళ్ళకి?
Start with fundamentals.
ఓకే.
Okay. You have to practice consistently. You
మ్మ్.
have learned something, so you also have to practice it. Okay.
ఓకే.
And then you have to learn from your mistakes.
ఓకే.
Okay, because nobody is perfect. Okay, we have to create a fun environment, fun learning environment among our children, among our teachers. Like how do we teach? We have to always have our expert guidance because we know what we are doing it is correct. But somebody who is an expert who sees us and tell us, then only we'll be able to do the changes.
యా.
Okay. Obviously, you have to monitor your progress. Are you progressing or not? See, I
Yeah.
am doing consistently for a period. Then what is the result at the end of the day? So what I have done is correct or not? Am I growing my graph or it is coming down? If it is coming down, why? So you have to be in a constant touch with all these things. When it's your own business, commitment is much more. You have to always stick to it and know what are your drawbacks, what is that you are doing good, where you are lacking, how do you have to focus. So it's always a teamwork, and how the leadership will also uh, you know give strength to your team. Okay,
Okay.
you should be stronger, you should also guide your team also to be stronger.
Nice. Okay. That's all from my end, Akka. Thank you very much and all the best for your business and hope మీకు ఇంకా ఎక్కువ మంది స్టూడెంట్స్ వచ్చి మోర్ హెల్ప్ చేస్తారనుకుంటున్నాం మోర్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఇన్ మ్యాథ్స్ ఆర్ అదర్ స్కిల్స్ దట్స్ ఇట్.
Thank you, Vivek. Uh, it's a pleasure actually. It's a different experience that I'm having it. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పటివరకు ఎప్పుడు చేయలేదు. So I was a bit nervous also, but you made me very comfortable in it. So hope this kind of a thing will also help me out in
యా
terms of any means that can be in kind of having visibility of my center, and
యా
then my parents will also come to know my students, then the new ones who doesn't have any who doesn't have any knowledge about abacus, it might help them.
యా
So yes, thank you so much, for such a nice opportunity that I had. So let's see how does it work out.
యా అక్క రీసెంట్గా పద్మారావు నగర్ సిప్ అబాకస్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి చాలా అవార్డ్స్ వచ్చాయి సో కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ టు ఆల్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్ అండ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ స్పెషల్ థ్యాంక్స్ టు ద టీచర్స్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దేర్ హార్డ్ వర్క్ అండ్ డెడికేషన్ ఈ పాడ్కాస్ట్ వల్ల మీరు అండ్ నేను కూడా లిటిల్ బిట్ ఆఫ్ నాలెడ్జ్ గెయిన్ చేసాం అనుకుంటున్నాను అబాకస్ గురించి వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు ఎలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది స్టూడెంట్స్కి అని సో నెక్స్ట్ టైం నెక్స్ట్ న్యూ పర్సన్తో మళ్ళీ కలుద్దాం అంతవరకు బాయ్.